Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, glad to have you along. Today we will be urban exploring a department store in Solihull town centre which is closing down. And the department store is House of Fraser, formerly known as Beatties. Before I take you on a tour of this department store, I will take you through the history of both Beatties and House of Fraser. So we'll start with Beatties. So, Beatties was a small British department store group located primarily in the Midlands of England. And in 2005, when Beatties had 12 stores, the group was acquired by House of Fraser. And in 2006, the Birmingham store on Corporation Street closed because a similar House of Fraser store, formerly known as Rackham's, was not far away. By August 2007, the Telford store was rebranded along with this one in Solihull and of course the Sutton Coldfield one. The group then gradually rebranded all its branches under the House of Fraser name, and by January 2010 the Dudley branch was closed. And by 2018, it was announced that the last branch, which had retained the Beatties name, the former head office in Wolverhampton, was to close in 2019. And along with that, former Beatties branded House of Fraser stores in Aylesbury, Birkenhead, Telford and Worcester were also announced to close. And then Sports Direct started saving stores on the basis of whether they could cut rent to achieve a specific margin. The Telford branch proposed closure was repealed in August 2018 and was the first to be repealed. And then, as of December 2018, all BTs currently trading, were announced to be remaining open. And so anyway, Beatties was founded in 1887 and it had grown from a small family drapery business in Wolverhampton to a department store with an excellent reputation for customer service. And as you probably know, Beatties had a lot of stores, so all stores now trade as House of Fraser except the former Wolverhampton flagship store, which is currently empty following the opening of Fraser's in the former Debenhams department store within the Manda Centre, which used to be known as Owen Owen and TJ Hughes. Now I did an urban exploring of the old Wolverhampton building, so if you haven't seen that one, check that one out. So the remaining BT stores, which are now trading as House of Fraser, follows. So this includes Aylesbury, Huddersfield, Solihull, which is this one, Sutton Coldfield, Telford and Worcester. The former locations was the Corporation Street branch in Birmingham, and of course there was Burton-on-Trent, Dudley, Northampton, which is now known as Next and Primark, and of course Birkenhead. So now we'll talk about House of Fraser. So House of Fraser and Fraser's are a British department store chain with 33 locations across the United Kingdom and is now part of the Frasers Group. It was established in Glasgow in Scotland in 1849 as Arthur and Fraser, and by 1891 it was known as Fraser and Sons. So the company was established since 1849, so that's been a very long time. And the company grew steadily during the early 20th century, and a large number of acquisitions transformed the company into a national chain. So the following stores that House of Fraser have. So all stores trade as House of Fraser unless otherwise stated from November last year, 2022. So you've got the Aylesbury branch, which used to be known as Beatties and was acquired by House of Fraser in 2005. And there was Ballochloch, Lomanshaws. So that is a village in West Dunbartonshire, Scotland, and that used to be known as Jenner's. And of course, there's Bath Spa, formerly known as Jolly's, which was acquired in 1971. There's one in Belfast, Northern Ireland, Fraser's, formerly known as House of Fraser, which opened in 2008. Blue Water, which opened in 1999. Bristol, which opened in 2008, Cabot Circus. Camberley, which used to be known as Army and Navy, and originally William Harvey, and that was acquired in 1973. There's one in Carlisle, which used to be known as Binns, and originally known as Robinson Brothers, and that was acquired in 1953. There's the Cheltenham one, which used to be known as Cavendish House, and that was acquired in 1969. There's Cork, Fraser's, which opened in 2022. Croydon opened in 2004. Darlington, formerly known as Binns, was formerly known as Arthur Sanders, and that was acquired in 1953. Derry, which is known as Fraser's, opened in 2021. Epsom, formerly known as Dickens and Jones, and originally Army and Navy, and that was opened in 1984. And of course, Glasgow, which is now known as Fraser's, that was formerly a McDonald's. Wiley and Lockhead, and originally the separate stores of McDonald's, and Wiley and Lockhead was acquired in 1951 and 1957 respectively. The Guildford branch used to be known as Army and Navy, and originally William Harvey, and that was acquired in 1973. And so they had loads of stores. There was Lincoln, Maidstone, Manchester, Norwich, Nottingham, Plymouth, Reading, Rushden, Solihull, which is the one we're at, Sutton Coldfield, Telford, which is now branded as Fraser's, and West Thurrock, which is in Lakeside, Wolverhampton Fraser's in the Mander Centre, which used to be Debenhams, and of course there's the Worcester one. And of course there's outlet clearance stores. So there's the Doncaster one, House of Fraser Outlet, formerly known as Binns. Prior to that, it used to be an Owen and originally Verity and Sons, and that was acquired in 1976. And of course, you got the Birmingham one, which is House of Fraser Outlet, and that used to be known as Rackham's and acquired in 1959, and then was renamed to House of Fraser in 2003. So there's quite a lot of stores that have now changed hands from like a standard department store to an outlet. So the former branches of House of Fraser. So there was Aberdeen. So there was a branch in Aberdeen. There was also one in Altrincham in Manchester, which used to be known as Rackham's. Brownmouth, as it was originally, opened in 1978 and closed in 2020. There was Aldershot, Arbroath, there was Aviemore, Basildon, Bath, Cavendish House, because there was also a Cavendish House in Bath. There was also an original one in Belfast, Bingley, Birkenhead, Birmingham, which also used to be known as the CNA. There was one in Blackpool, Bournemouth. There was one known as JJ Allen, and then of course you had the Bournemouth one, which used to be known as Brights, and of course Dingles, and that one closed last year in 2022. There was also one in Bradford, Bridlington, Brig, Bristol, which used to be formerly known as Brights, and prior to that the Bristol branch of Bobby & Co. And then of course you had the one, there was the Bristol one, which was relocated to Cabot Circus, and that was also known as Lewis's, and that is now occupied by Primark. So there was a lot of House of Fraser stores. There was one in Shrewsbury, formerly known as Rackham's. So there was loads of different House of Frasers in the past, but sadly they're all gone. And of course there was one, there was also an Army and Navy in Wolverhampton, also known as Rackham's. So anyway, let's crack on with the tour of the department store. So then, here are the closing down signs which are displayed around the store at the BTS House of Fraser in Solihull. So we're just now going to enter the store and begin the tour of the store itself. So anyway, here's one of the sales floor areas with the furniture, which is right here. It's a shame that they're closing this store because, as you know, BTS has been a very popular name over the years, and even when it was bought out by House of Fraser, it still kept the BTS tradition inside, but however, some of the departments did go. So anyway, let's start with the lift. This lift here is an Otis Europa 2001, built in 1994, and it's a shame we're going to be losing this lift. And it's really interesting with the buttons and the indicator and even the chime as well. So anyway, let's start the video right now as we film the Otis Europa 2001, built in 1994 at House of Fraser, formerly known as Beatties in Solihull. Let's go. Two. Go two. For the doors to shut.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Okay, here we are. This is the lift at the BTS department store in Solihull Town Centre, and this is the final ride because this store is closing down. And capacity 13 persons, 1,000 kilograms, built in 1994. Go back down to zero. Here we are, two.
Doors opening.
Let's go to zero. Go zero. Go down to zero. As you can see, everything in the store is gone. Well, almost gone. Let's go down to zero, and we'll go up and down again, and then let's do a bit. Oh. Try again. Zero. Europa 2001, built in 1994, capacity 13 persons, 1,000 kilograms. Let's go back to two.
Doors opening.
Go to two. Go to two. Let's go to two. I'm gonna miss this type of lift.
Please stand clear of the doors.
I'm just gonna go. Let's get a picture of the lift. Here we are. Top floor.
Doors opening.
Okay, let's go to second floor. Okay, this is the lift
Please stand clear of the doors.
Okay, this is the lift at BT's in Solihull Town Centre. So we're going to the second floor, and this is an Otis Europa built in 1994. Capacity 13 persons, 1,000 kilograms. Europa 2001. Second floor, let's go to one.
Doors opening.
This is the second floor. Let's go to the first floor and then go down to ground. Ground floor buttons burnt out.
Please stand clear of the doors.
There was another lift in this store for the public, but that's only now used for the staff. So for the colleagues here at House of Fraser, BT's. Well, it's now known as House of Fraser, but it's formerly known as BT's. Here we are on the first floor. Let's go to the ground floor.
Doors opening.
Let's go to the ground floor. This is here we are on the first floor. Let's go to ground. Just wait for the door to close.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Nice Otis Europa buttons. You're gonna go down. Here we are, going down. Hello. And on the ground floor we are.
Doors opening.
That's it. Okay then, here are the Christmas displays within the BT's House of Fraser in Solihull Town Centre, which was taken last year in 2022. It's a shame that House of Fraser, formerly known as BT's, won't be here in Solihull anymore, but still you will have John Lewis and partners within the Touchwood Shopping Centre. So anyway, now let's go to the other lift. This lift here used to be an old Otis, It did have a mod in the 2000s, and this was both a freight and a passenger lift. But by 2019, this lift only became staff only. But however, I managed to get in this lift without being caught. And this was one of my favourite lifts when it was a passenger lift. Even when I used to go up to the 3rd floor, which is the staff only area. And this lift still has the old Lexan buttons. So anyway, here's the inside of the lift. As you can tell, the indicators like the Otis Gen 2s and 2000s, and there's the old Lexan control. So anyway, let's do this lift.
Here we are in the other lift at Beatties in Solihull. Here we are, 2nd floor. And we'll go to 1 on the ground.
2nd floor. Doors opening. Doors opening.
That's this lift. I know this is like the goods lift, but however, since this store's closing, might as well get this lift done. 1st floor.
1st floor. Going down. Doors open.
Let's go to ground. Go to ground.
Doors open.
Let's have the power gun. Oh, there's the old controls. Really gonna miss these lifts. Here we are. Ground. Send these up to 3.
Ground floor. Going up. Doors
That's it.
open.
Okay then, here are the empty sales floors within the store. And there's not much left now, and this store is going to be demolished. There's still a bit of clothing left. And there's the old restaurant area. Well, not anymore. The restaurant hasn't been here for some time. And there's the sign for the restaurant. It's a shame this building is going. It brought loads of memories to many people who visited the store. And that's the 2nd floor area. Not much left now. And it's a pretty shame this store is going to be closing down for good. And it's all 20% off. And this is now the end of an era. So anyway, now let's head for the escalators in the store. And these escalators are made by O and K. Anyway, now let's do the escalators.
Not up here anymore. It's all mixed up and gone. It's the old cafe area. We're up the top. Last ride on the OK escalators. BT's House of Fraser in Solihull Town Centre. Let's go up. Sham building's closing. Top floor. Okay, going up. This is the escalator on the front of the store. Okay, escalators.
level 1. And that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the urban exploring of the House of Fraser, formerly known as Beatties, in Solihull Town Centre. And this store will be missed. And I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to check out the Wolverhampton one as well. And that's it, guys. End of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And please keep your eyes peeled for more videos that will be coming up on the channel real soon. And that's it. Bye for now. See you all soon.